Hi everyone, Carolyn here and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I will be showing you my own original design, and this is the line dancing bracelet. It is 11 pin bar wide, and this is how you want your configuration set up, with your 6 pin bar at your lowest most point and then going up a staggered step on each side 5 times. Okay, on this rendition I only went 2 loom links but stopped 7 from the top, and this is the length of that, so hopefully you can gauge your wrist by that and the size of it. Yes, it is a wide design. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to show you our band placement, and we are going to start off with our normal perimeter, which is the Persian purple that you see going along here. And I'm just going to drop 2 to close it up when we turn it around, and then just work your way to the edge all the way, easy peasy, simple. Okay, and then work your way to your other edge. You're getting there. Okay, now if you want your starburst to be the same exact color, you need to go ahead and start your starburst color pattern on this last peg and then work each section around. What I chose to do and just made it easier was use my perimeter color also as my starburst color, so I could just continue with my white all the way up my loom. But if you want to use your starburst color as a different color, you want to go every other band. That way it closes with your starburst color, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But like I said, I'm just using one solid color just like I did on that rendition. So just continue to work up your way on that side and again on this side, and if you're going to be changing, remember every other one. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my way up to the top. Again, I stopped 7 from the top of my loom, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then all you're going to do is work your way diagonally in 5 times. 3 4 and 5. Okay, so I'm going to go off screen, just do that same thing, mirror image on the opposite side, and then I'll be right back with our next band placement step. Alright guys, and I'm back and we are ready for our next band placement step. It is the Persian purple that you see outlining all of the starbursts. We're going to be working with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 9th, 10th, and 11th pin bars. I'm going to be using my white again, just like I did in the first design. And what I like to do is, just because I have OCD, I'm going to work left from right. So on my 1st pin bar, I'm going to go up to the 2nd peg and go forward, and then come back to my 2nd, and then start my starburst from there. Okay, and then once you get your octagon shape starburst perimeter laid, you're just going to continue that all the way up your loom. And then again, I'm going to work my left side first and then close that up. And then again, start off your next one. Go up, close that on the left, and then go down and repeat up those pegs. And then we're going to do the same thing going up the 5th, 6th, and 7th pin bars. And then repeat that all the way up your loom. And then the same thing on these pin bars, 9, 10, and 11, working left to right, and then just repeating all the way up your loom, just creating your starburst perimeters. Okay, so I'm going to go off, finish that up, because I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. Just continue that all the way up for all of those pin bars, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back, and so we are ready for our next band placement step, which is the white that you see going down each one of these rows, and I'm going to show you one on each of the rows, and I'm going to be using alternating colors. You can use as many colors as you want, and basically what we're going to do is just place a starburst from our 2 o'clock position all the way around. Pretty sure y'all know how to do this. Fairly easy. Okay, and then over here, again, start at your 2 o'clock position, work your way around clockwise. Okay, and then again 2 o'clock, and then clockwise all the way around your starburst. And then you're going to repeat that for each starburst all the way up your loom. Okay, so I'm going to go off, finish that part up, and then I'll be right back for our next band placement step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next band placement step. It is the blue Persian and the brown that you see going along here and here. And again, I'm going to be changing colors on each one of the steps, but just follow me. We're going to be working with the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, and 9th pin bars. And what we're going to do is start by going forward on the 4th, and then down in an angle, and then down in an angle again. And then you're just going to repeat that all the way up your loom. So I'm going to grab my next color, you go forward, down into the left, down into the right. And again, one more time on this side, you're going to go forward on your 4th, down to the left to the 3rd, down to the left to the 5th. And then you're going to repeat that same thing, mirror image, on your 7th, 8th, and 9th pin bar. So you're going to go forward on your 8th, down to your 7th, down to your 9th, and then let me change my colors, up on your 8th, down to your 7th, down to your 9th, and then again up on your 8th, down to your 7th, down to your 9th, and then just repeat for the remainder of your loom. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and then I'll be right back for our next band placement step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next band placement step. In this rendition, it is the navy blue and the brown that you see going up at an angle on each one, kind of making it look like a star. The bottom part's right here. Okay, and I'm just going to be using orange. We're going to be working with the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, and 9th pin bar again, and this time we're just going to go out to the left, out to the right, go up a peg, out to the left, out to the right. And then again, one more time on this side, out to the left, out to the right. Same thing, opposite side, out to the left, out to the right. And then just repeat up your loom. You can go all the way up the left side and then come back with the right. What if it's easier for you like that? So I'm going to go off, finish that up, and then I'll be right back with our next band placement step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next band placement step. In this rendition, it is the beige that you see going along there, 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 and there. I'm going to be using orange again. We're going to work with the 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 8th pin bar, and we're just going to place a single chain all the way up the 3rd, all the way up the 5th, all the way up the 7th, oop, that band's too thick, and then all the way up the 9th. I think I said the 8th earlier, I meant the 9th. Sorry guys. Okay, so 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th. Okay, so just complete that all the way up your loom. And our next band placement step is the secondary perimeter, which is the navy blue, or the Persian blue, excuse me. And I'm going to be alternating colors between blue and purple, but I'll just go ahead and show you in one color. You're just going to work your way to the edge of your loom, and then all the way up your loom, and then re-follow your original perimeter. Same thing, mirror image opposite side, just work your way out. Now if you choose not to use a secondary border, that is okay. You can just go in and add capping bands at the bottom, because this is kind of a band heavy bracelet. So just continue your secondary perimeter if you're choosing to do that, all the way up and around your loom, and then put your capping bands on each of your starburst pegs, and then we'll be back with our looming steps. So I'll be right back after I finish up those few things. Be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back. I've gotten our loom turned around. I have our triple loop cap bands at the end of our loom, and then you should have a triple loop cap band on each of your starburst, down your first, second, and third, or your first, second, and third section of starburst. Okay, and if you chose not to lay the secondary perimeter, you will need a capping band here, 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 and here. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started looming. We're going to go in, if you've laid the secondary border, and just pull that all the way to the outside perimeter. And then once you get there, if I can get there, you're just going to work straight up. Okay. And then again, just grabbing one band, not two. Just go in and work your way all the way to the edge. And then straight up once you get there. Okay, now if you chose not to lay this secondary border, all you're going to do is go in and loop up your single chain band all the way up. This is your second step for those who laid the secondary border. You're just going to go up and loom up each single chain, going down the third, the fifth, the seventh, and the ninth. Okay. So again, if you've placed your secondary border, continue to loom that all the way to the top. If not, go ahead and loom up your third, fifth, seventh, and ninth pin bars. Okay, so I'm going to go off, finish up these two steps, and then I'll be right back for our next looming step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next looming step. We are going to be working with the third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, and ninth pin bars. And what we are going to do is we're going to always go into the third, pull to the fourth, and then go into the fifth and pull into the fourth. And just continue that all the way up your loom. You can work one side and then go back and work the other. That doesn't matter, however you prefer to do. And then you're going to do the same thing to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Always pull from the 7th and the 8th, and the 9th to the 8th. And again, you can go all the way up one side and then come back and go up the other. Okay, so just continue that all the way up your loom. I'm going to go off, finish that up, and then I'll be right back with our next looming step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next looming step. Again, we are going to be working with the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, and 9th pin bars. We're going to go into the 4th, grab our forward band, and go forward. And then we're going to go into the 3rd and come down to the right. If I can get it to go on there. And then we're going to go down into the left, and then we're going to go down and go forward, and then just repeat that all the way up your loom. So down into the right, down into the left, and then go down and grab your forward color and go forward. Okay, last time on this side, guys. You're going to go down into the right, down into the right, down into the left, then go back in that peg and grab your forward color and go forward. Okay, And then you're going to repeat the same process on 7, 8, and 9. So you're going to go up with your forward on 8, go over to your 7th, and go down into the left, or excuse me, down into the right, down into the left, and then go down and go forward. Okay, and go down into the right. I can grab just the one band. Down into the left. And then you're going to go down and go forward. And again, down into the right. Down into the left. And then forward. Okay, and you're going to continue that all the way up your loom. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and then I'll be right back for our next looming step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next looming step. We're going to be working with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 9th, 10th, and 11th pin bars. We're going to be working on our starburst sections, and what we're going to do is go in to our capping band, grab our topmost band, and just pull it down into the right, and then continue that all the way around the starburst. If you've done several of my designs, I know you've seen me do this stitch, like on the turtle shell and a couple of other designs. It just seems to give it a tighter stitch when you're doing the starburst. Okay, so that's what you're going to do on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd pin bars. And again, you're going to go in and do the same thing on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. So just go in, grab your topmost band, and bring it to the right of the home post, and eventually you'll start going to the left of the home post. Okay, that's what you do on the 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then same thing on 9th, 10th, and 11th. You go in, grab your topmost band, down into the right, and then just work your way around your starburst, pulling each to the peg beside its home post. Okay, so I'm going to go off, finish that up all the way my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd sections, and then I'll be right back to show you our next looming step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our next looming step. Again, we are going to be working with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 9th, 10th, and 11th pin bars. We're going to be looming out our perimeter of our starburst, which is, for me, my whites. And what we're going to do is just go in and grab our perimeter and bring it back upon itself. Now I'm going to go in and grab my left side first because that's the way I laid it. That way it's just cleaner. You don't have to do it that way. Okay, and then you're going to loom out to the left, then out to the right, and then up. And then again, I'm going to go in and grab that one and bring it in. Close that up. Whoop. And you're going to go in and grab that next diagonal band to close that up, and then just continue with your starburst pattern all the way up. Oh, see, all the way up, just like that. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do the same thing for 5, 6, and 7. So we're going to go in, whoop, and don't do that, but just bring it up, and then to the center, go in and go forward, and then to the center, and then just loom out your perimeter of your starburst like you usually would, out to the left, forward, up and to the right, up and to the right, forward, up and to the left, and then repeating that for the remaining pin bar, all the way up the remaining pin bars. And then we're going to do the same thing on 9, 10, and 11. We're going to go up to the left, forward, then in to the center. Okay, and then again up to the left, out and to the right, forward, up to the center, and then forward again, or to the center again, excuse me. Okay, so you're just going to continue looming up the perimeter of your starburst all the way up those pin bars. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 11. And then when we come back, we'll be looming out the perimeter, and then we'll take it off the loom. So I'm going to go off, finish that up, and then I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and we're ready for our final looming step. For our final looming step, we're going to be looming out our perimeter. It is your standard perimeter. You're just going to go in through your capping band and pull each band back to their corresponding home post all the way to the edge of your loom. And then all the way up your loom. And some of them may have more tension than the others, so just be careful. And then again, same thing, opposite side, just mirror image, pulling everything back to their corresponding home post, all the way to the edge, and then all the way up your loom. Okay, I'm going to go off, finish mine up to the top, and then I'll jump back in to show you how to close, just in case you're not sure. And then we'll take it off. Be right back. Alright everybody, so I've made it to the top of my loom, and to close it up, we're simply going to continue to follow our perimeter to the center on either side. And then we're going to go in and take the 2 drop bands that we dropped earlier, pull them up and around, and just place them on our C-clip. If I can get my C-clip on there. Yep. There we go. Alright, and then just take it off the loom and work from the outside in. I'm going to take mine off, and then I'll be right back with our finished bracelet. Alright everyone, I'm back, and I have gotten our line dancing bracelet off of the loom, so hopefully your rendition looks something like this. I hope you have enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe by hitting the little button below. If you do decide to make one, please make sure to tag me and Line Dancing Bracelet on Instagram. That way I can find all of your beautiful renditions in one place. I am really looking forward to seeing all of your renditions and the different color combos that you come up with this one, because this one's kind of an endless possibility, as you can see. Alright guys, well that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Loom on Loomers. Bye bye.